New to this version of Illustrator, called Illustrator Creative Suite 5, we have a huge amount of new toys for you people like myself who love to draw in vectors. Here's an example of some of the artwork I've created. This is the iPad Cowboy, because there's a new sheriff in town. So what I'm going to do is show you some of the things we'll be talking about in this tutorial. I'll create a brand new document so we can focus. We have a tool for people like myself who are completely and utterly perspective challenged. As you can see here, we have a perspective grid tool. All you do is click on it and you have perspective. You can draw directly onto the grid, or you can drag artwork that you've created elsewhere onto it and it will snap into perspective. If you go to the view menu, you even can change it to 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective, and even 3-point perspective. Let me give you an example. 1-point perspective. Amazing. I'll create another document. We even have a tool called the Shape Builder tool for those of you who like to create your own icons and symbols and logos and that kind of thing. I'm going to grab a couple of stars here and I'm going to overlap them like so. Just a few. And with the Shape Builder tool, I'm going to select all these guys with my regular selection tool and click right here to choose the Shape Builder. And I'm going to click and drag through some of these here, and I'll let go of my mouse. And you'll notice that these guys are now creating all new artwork here. I'll go ahead and do a very simple one. I'll create a rectangle and I will do a star, and I will put them on top of each other like so. And I will select them both and once again drag through them, and now you see the power of the Shape Builder tool. For those of you guys who like to paint in applications like Photoshop or Corel Painter, we now have Bristle Brush tool. It allows you to paint with natural media right inside of Illustrator. I'll go to my brushes panel and I'll show you that we have one right here by default. I'll click on this guy, grab my brush tool, and I'm painting. You may notice that my icon changes as well, and for people with a digital tablet like a Wacom tablet, you can see this symbol. If you're using a regular mouse, sorry you can't do that, but you get the point. You can still paint with natural media, and we'll cover this more in depth later on. As you can see, there's quite a few enhancements already. We even have things like anti-aliasing for text, and we have the ability to work on a pixel grid for alignment for you guys who work on the web. So if you zoom in to 600%, for example, and I go to View, Pixel Preview, we can see the pixels that we can snap things right to on our grid. We even have new enhancements to the artboards. So now you can have multiple artboards, you can name them, and you can do all kinds of things like rearrange them and so on. So as you can see, guys, this version of Illustrator is epic in scale. If you haven't upgraded in a while and you were curious as to what the new features are, we're going to talk about them in this tutorial. But there's no going back. It's Illustrator CS5 because I think it's the best version so far.